nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. On this Friday night before the weekend cranks up in full, EA Sports College Football is set for a tremendous battle. It's the Houston Cougars and the Colorado Buffaloes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey, guys. Houston's head coach told me right before the game, this is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you... on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. He'll bring it out. It's Drake. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cougars offense will go to work first. And we get our first look at Connor Wigman. This quarterback, one of the best in the country, but boy, does he face a stiff challenge with a stingy unit on the other. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Hey, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages.
Makes the grab in their space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He'll do it himself. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Left side, it's Walker. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football. And guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question, though, can they keep it up?
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. So Colorado's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. This guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field. Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running the red zone, it's Young. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. It didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
Out wide left, it's Perry. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And that's the beauty of running play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam, make a big play.
They'll move the tight end. Looking for space, it's Hughes. And he's brought down after a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. To the air, it's Wegman. Under pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Houston will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Enough to move the chains. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Here's Lewis to throw. Lets it fly. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Out wide right, it's Atkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis finds his target. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Throwing, Lewis. Got it on the outside, it's Atkins. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Buffaloes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking for a crease. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run it. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Right side, it's Atkins. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Driving forward, it's Young. Finding some room. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Just smothered on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
This time, he'll be stopped behind the line, and they'll pretty much give back what they just gained. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. He's got it on the move. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. Instead of opting for the chip shot field goal attempt and tying the game, these guys want to take the lead. He wants it all. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Quick strike through the air for the score. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead down 7-3. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, it's Hughes. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looking for a man. It's Wigman. They're all over it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. 3rd down play from the gun. Pulls it in. They'll make the stop as the chains will move. It's a 1st down for Houston. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Lewis moves to his right. He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lewis wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Got his man. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and they punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the big fella. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Back to pass on 2nd down. Going deep. Intercepted to stop the threat. Bringing it back. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Lewis to throw. Rushes on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. Let's start with Toledo taking on the UMass Minutemen. And it's the Rockets coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. This ball club now stands at 6 wins. They've ensured themselves at the very least of a 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. On the return, it's Perry. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Throwing, Lewis. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks. and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him, they get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
He'll return it from around the 50. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Off play action on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. New set of downs after the completion. The play fake. Oh, pressure's coming. Got it. Touchdown, Cougars. That one will give them the lead.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll stop playing momentarily for the injured Buck. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Play action with Lewis. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Listen, that play didn't work great, but you keep the defense honest, right? Make sure they know, listen, you better stay home. You better stop getting aggressive and trying to run this direction, or else we're going to continue to run the misdirection the other way.
He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. The Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. We want many guys
Up and hold on just a minute. They have decided to take the points here. Thought they might go for it on 4th and short. And it's no good. He missed it. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
And
sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
On the move. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Finding space. Oh, he's got some space. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run, and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Out wide right, it's Moore. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he's...
Touchdown, Colorado! And they take it in for 6 more points. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. This game is decided as we check out the Week 11 scoreboard. Top 12 teams in the country. Of course, all of these teams playoff contenders. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Picked up maybe 3 on the play. It's 2nd and 7.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Right side, it's Walker. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Short pass. Smashes through the tackle. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They'll stop him right there, but it is enough for a Houston first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Taking a shot. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Quick give. It's Sanford. He's got the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Scanning the field, it's Wigman. Here comes the heat. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
And it's good! And they draw to within 3 here in the 4th quarter.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Snags it quickly on the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done there.
Got some green grass. There he goes. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. And the Buffaloes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Might as well give it to him again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next one.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up.
Breaks free, and he might be gone. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
Man, that is exactly how you you execute an RPO. Like quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth.
Touchdown, Bucs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Interesting decision here, but if they make the 2, it'll be a 2-possession game and a 9-point lead. Lewis turns it upfield. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. So the defense trying to protect the lead, but they could also put a punctuation mark on this thing and end it with a big turnover. And he swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Sets his feet. It's Wegman. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Drops back on first down. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled all day, but you can erase all of that with one drive right here.
He's got an open man. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Finds his man down the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Straight ahead, it's Hughes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Out wide right, it's Young. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Quarterback gets the first down. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Here's Lewis to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Lewis to throw. Look out! Breaks into the open. Past the 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He wants a big play here late. The pass is incomplete and 1 second is left.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play.
Gonna take a shot. It's incomplete. A last gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that.